asked the other. We have ample time to be able to cover. Already we have conducted tests in PT3 on remaining 4 topics, which I have revised also thoroughly. So everything you get clarified by this month in these 3 topics or previous 4 topics also, no problem. It's not that what I'm teaching only you have to ask. I already told you yesterday also. Second term, don't go to first term because it's already over assessment, all that. It is not concerned part for us. In the second term, what are your house that you can ask in any chapter. And you can ask any time so that I can explain the board, no problem. Or still you want it personally, so sir, I want only exclusively for me. You send me WhatsApp, I'll send the answer to you with explanation. That also is carrying out for many of you, you know it already. Most of the boys are doing it. I think most of the girls are not doing it. I don't know, but maybe you are having resources, no problem. I'm not saying that you should ask me only. But if you are practicing, take the right resources from your, what you can say, brothers, elders, sisters, or your tuition teacher or your other support resources, friends or anything. But carry on the practice of 2 hours per day. This I have been telling you right from 4 days. Every day I am highlighting this point, and how to practice also I gave you guideline. If this is carried out, there will be no problem for the subject to you. And you can cope up a lot to cover your deficiency in the first term also. Already you know how you have done it, you have no expected range of marks also. So if you are not done the best, maybe some of you have done better, maybe all of you did not do best. So you can cope up, others all that. And in that 2 hours, what is the difficulty for you in practicing? 7 topics you can do, or you can carry with my topic also. Exemplar compulsory, then CRT compulsory. Already told you this part. And you have to submit activities also simultaneously by this week. Already told you. Hard copy or soft copy to your respective teacher, be to me and A to college sir. Already give the guideline also how to prepare, write the activities also. Assessment parameters also, you know. So this has to be carried for this month. And next month exclusively we'll go topic wise, chapter wise questions or sample papers, or sometimes maybe pre-final 2 schedules will be there. They may go for that also because this 2 paper now. So they may plan March first fortnight, one pre-final, second fortnight, other pre-final also they may plan. Right? We don't know because 10th and 12th there should be more readiness earlier to be compared to your board exams. It will be in April, mostly you know it. So both 10th and 12th will be on what you can say hot task basis to be ready with the things. Till this month, 20 days, you can make over all that deficiency or doubts, clarification, everything. You are at free. And it's not a compulsory that I will teach only in the class time. You know it already. Anything you can ask me anytime and I will respond to you. So coming to the doubts of somebody's asked yesterday. Shivam Nikad, I think he asked some doubts to me yesterday. And in WhatsApp also I got one question morning. So I'll explain them if you have no doubts. If you can have doubts, you can ask me that also. Right? Let me check it. Anybody have a textbook? All right, I think this is 13.2 only. They have asked 3 and 4 questions yesterday. 13.2, 3 and 4. Exercise 13.2 from textbook. Questions 3 and 4. Somebody asked doubts, so I will explain them. See, in the surface areas volumes, 2 core things you have to remember. One is understanding the question. You have to understand the question. So what is required for that? Your comprehension of English. Your question is given in English now. That's what I have been struggling from the day one. Your question paper is in English. If I conversate with you, I explain you in Hindi, what do they use? Paper is in Hindi, okay, I have to explain in Hindi. Paper is in English only, na? So you need to accustom to the question understood in terms of language English. So your comprehension skills, your understanding skills should be in better or given more exposure to English. Because question is in English. Why it is in English? Because you opted for English medium. Got the point what I am saying? So first task is to understand the surface areas volumes, understand the question and identify the words which are connected to the object, cylinder, or it may be for cone, it may be for sphere, or it can be for any common solid or a combined solid, cylinder with cone, cone with hemisphere, like that. And you have to recall whether you have to go surface area or volume related to this. 8:45 you are coming. They sit separately. Don't be together. One of you go last bench, one of you take this. Okay. There is an. Okay, so you identify the object by understanding the question. You will know it is about cylinder, it is about sphere, it is about cone or not, because the shapes are given like that and understanding. So object identification, question understanding. First question understanding, then you will know what is object. Then you must know, is it about the surface area or volume? See, description, the words used, it is, so I have to coat it, I have to paint it, I have to color it. It is surface area. I am converting it, I am manufacturing it, I am making the solid, preparing the solid, that is volume. So you understand, so you have to imagine the situation, gulab jamuns in the box, okay, how it will be, what is the shape, then don't get watered and don't go to preparation for that. There only you have to stop. Where our mind goes, we should not go there. Understood or not? So mind should go some extent, then you have to stop there. Because, okay, this shape of the gulab jamun is like this. So this is like capsule. How it can be divided? Capsule shape specific not there. So it is a cylinder with two hemispherical ends. So likewise, you have to recall, and then, okay, this is about taking the water or a sugar solution and then preparing and then weight coming. So it is volume. Are you getting? Suppose if I am painting it, coloring it, fencing it, it is perimeter. Painting it, coating it, it is surface area. So like that you have to get the idea, because you have different things, surface area and volume. And object you have to identify. And what the principal asked, what is the situation given, what to be solved. If you are clear with this, so without concentration and attention, you can't get this idea. And these are to be done within 5 minutes or 4 minutes by you. And you have to use the right formula, proper legible steps, some or the other, but not the whole, at least 5 to 6 steps, and then proper formula which relevant to object, and then calculation, substitution, and then simplification, then presenting the answer with units. These tasks. So any subject has these many tasks? No. Whatever you understood, you write, it is English. Whatever you are born with from the first day, it is Hindi. Because it's from your own womb only, na? Most of you are from native base only Hindi. And use basic common sense, it is social studies, very fundamental. And biology is only you only. What is you? If you see my face, I have 2 eyes. What is there I have to study? Yes. And what is you have to study? Some logic of physics and some concept connectivity of chemistry. After maths, these two has to be done. After maths again, because in that also C is 4, valency always 4 only. But in x square minus 5x plus 6, it will vary with x square plus 6. Valency of carbon is always 4 only, no change. Are you getting or not? So, some extent, at the higher level, physics equals with the language of maths, so you have difficulty with physics after maths again. And you can't expect that this is something I have been telling as a maths teacher. You must know that I have studied all these subjects up to my graduation. And some subjects I studied more than my master's also, and doctoral also, research also. So these all things I am not saying as maths is my subject, because there I have highest demand, so I am a maths teacher. I study a lot of subjects, but still I am demand with maths subject only. So that's why I am your maths teacher. I am teaching maths only, and it's forever demand. You know it. With socials also you can survive. Already I told you. So where you have lot of steps and lot of things to be done, there you have to put effort. Understood? Not common sense only it is. I have to tear a paper. I have to break a stone. Where I have to use energy? At stone, breaking stone only, na? I have to use a hammer, I have to use a tool, and I have to see that the stone should not reflect. To remove my teeth or else to pluck out my eyes, I should be careful also. So with the subject, whatever the subject, but that is the demanding also. If you throw a stone, it has impact. You throw a paper, what is it has impact? Got the point? So it has weight also. The subject has the value also if you do it. So, but you have to do it to get that value. And you may say that, sir, I don't want the subject, I don't want the value, but you are bounded up to 10th. You may say that, sir, I may get 0, you will not be out. You cannot be coming out of the class 10. You have to get minimum. Up to 10th, it is a compulsory for you. Are you getting my part? So now put efforts on this only exclusively. And it is for every one of you, I know it. Even the 99% boy in maths, he will get 100 in other subjects. He will be deficit with 1 mark. You cannot say that, sir, I am 100 in maths and 0 or 60 in other subjects. Rarest, it will be there. It won't be there. That's why we are calling great mathematicians, Ramanujan, all those. We are conducting their days, celebrations. Because every one of us is common. We are not exceptional. Gifted is different in maths. But we have that value. We should have to do it. So we have to practice. So attention, importance, everyday practice, these all must. So you got it, why I'm saying all these things. Now, all these things, with my expertise, I'm doing within 5 minutes to you. But you are expected to do the exam in the same way what I'm doing. Who is writing exam, me or you? I might teach another 10 years subject, another 10 years like this only. But who will go to APS, there take the paper, getting panic tensed in the bus to go, reading the formula and praying the God. These are who will do. Mine are over 35. Before your birth, your parents' birth only, these are come done by me. If I do this problem in 5 minutes, or if I do 1 hour, also no difference. Or if I won't do, also no problem. So understand your role there. Are you clear? But I am doing why? Because to inspire you, to see, understand for you what to be done. I am reading the question 3, right? The gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to about 30% of its volume. So total volume is 100. If you take 30%, 30 is this volume of the sugar. Okay, sugar solution. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 45 gulab jamuns. He is asking how much syrup, because only sugar syrup is 30%. If I know the total volume, I can find the sugar volume or sugar solution volume. Because if I find this into 30%, either not. And what is the reason for this? Total number of gulab jamuns are 45 number of gulab jamuns, right? And each shaped like a cylinder with 2 hemispherical ends. He have given the figure also. But many of times in exam he won't give figure. Don't worry. No need to imagine that the gulab jamuns are like that only in the container. It can be like in the bowl also. It can be in steel bowl also. Not only glass. It can be anywhere. But you can imagine the shape like a capsule with the cylinder with 2 hemispherical ends. So what is the shape of cylinder with 2 hemispherical ends? This is a capsule shape generally. Right or not? Now, this volume you don't know. Because this is about volume, containing the solution, all those things. This volume you don't know, but you know this that cylinder with the 2 hemispherical is like this. So it is cylinder and it is hemisphere and it is hemisphere. In case of volume, 2 hemispheres are equal to sphere only, na? Yes. In case of cylinder, it is open only. It is volume is pi r square h. Pi r square h plus 4/3 pi r cube. So volume of the gulab jamun is equal to volume of cylinder plus volume of 2 hemispheres. You can write expansion gulab jamun GJ like that. I have given you this. Okay, so you can write that with saving the time like that. So volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h. Right or not? Plus 4/3 pi r cube, because r is same only for both of them. This is only r. This is only r. Are clear? This is only r. Same only all of them. Radius of base is that only, na? R is common. Sometimes you be careful. This radius will be as per the object. Radius is different for cylinder. Radius is different for hemisphere also. But here both are same. Then you have to use R1, R2, capital, small r like that. Be careful in this. Don't go directly without thinking. In this case, both the cylinder radius and hemisphere radius is same, because it is covered with the same. Hemisphere is covered with the same base. Are you clear? Here I took R together. But sometimes this volume is different and this volume is radius is different. Then you have this capital, small r, R1, R2 like that. Are you clear with this part? Now coming to this part. With the length 5 centimeters and diameter 2.8. So length of the cylinder is, it is gulab jamun, each shape like cylinder with 2 hemisphere ends. Okay, this is 5. Total 5 is 5. So diameter 2.8 means this is 2.8 or not? So this is how much? 1.4 only, na? Yes. And this is also 1.4 only, na? So these two I have to remove or not? 1.4 and here 1.4 I have to remove. So 2.8 I remove means this is 2.2 only, na? Because I have to find separate cylinder volume plus sphere volume. So for cylinder volume, I need pi r square h. This is h. So if I take 45, it will become wrong, because it is for the whole gulab jamun volume. Height will come. I want the height of the cylinder only, na? So 2.2 understood how it comes? 1.4 plus 1.4, 2 radii from 2.8 cut and taken from 5. This is 2.2. So this height of the cylinder, this is what you can say, base radius is 1.4, pi r square h you got, and 4/5 and r also you got. Now take out the simplification. Pi r square you take common, h plus 4/3 r. I took common, understood or not? Pi value did you give? Did you give pi value? No. See the question title, first exchange mode. Before question. Take pi 20%. See the question in the previous page. Already give. There you won't give, but for whole exchange you give pi value. Now you have to substitute. When you give pi value, you have to substitute. If you did not give pi, you give pi value. That's why I told you. Are you clear? In the exam also, In the exam, you won't do like this. Now, first question only pi value take. All questions will not come surface error value. So there in the question only in the brackets will you pi value 3.14 20 by 7. Are you clear? Here it is given 20 by 7 means what I have to take pi value? Only, not 3.14. And if I don't take, I lose marks because I have to find simplify whole. That only I meant to be pi value given. As per the instructions I have to follow. As per the question only your blueprint and assessment will be there, answer sheet. So I have to substitute now 20 by 7 into r square. Radius 1.4 means 14 by 10. Always take into fraction, that is easy. Because that is easy to calculate. Instead of 1.4 into 1.4, take 14 by 10 into 14 by 10. Into h means 2.2 20 by 10 plus 4 by 3 into r 14 by 10. Are you clear? This is the volume of 45 gulab jamuns. But one volume, na? So volume of 45 gulab jamuns is equal to, I take 45 into this part. Read or not? Because that is one gulab jamun I found. Total how many gulab jamuns are there? 41. And again, what is the percentage of sugar solution? 30%. Now he is asking each step would have find the how much syrup would be found. Okay. So into 30% volume of sugar syrup is equal to 45 into 30%. 30 by 100 into this one. So I can simplify 2 11s, 2 5s. Again 2 5s here. Here 154 by 25. I am simplifying. Plus again into only here. 154, 144 by 25 into again this I have to go to 11, 2 5s, 2 2s, 2 5s. So 11 by 5 plus 28 by 15. Now here also you can take 5 9s, 5 20s, and 0 cancel. 27 by 2 into 154 by 25 into here this is 33 by 15. 33 plus 28, 61 by 15 will come. Now this you have nothing to simplify. You have to calculate this value because there is no calculation left here. You got it? What I did? I made much simpler by calculating and cancelling with the taking decimals. You got it? What I did? First, what I did? First, gulab jamun volume I found. I found the values and I found one value. But I got 45 gulab jamun. So into 45 I multiplied. Again, sugar solution I want volume. What is the volume of sugar solution? 30% only out of the 45. So 45 into 30% into this value. Right? And I simplified to this extent. Pi value also I substituted. Now I have to calculate to the 1 or 2 decimals. See, how much fast I am doing, still it takes me around 5 minutes. Though I am explaining, okay, for when you are doing it without explaining, you are doing it in 3 to 4 minutes. You got the answer, how you understand? Okay? Now only simplify that now. Calculation, multiplying, dividing, then make the fraction or decimal is that. And be careful when you are doing anything. Maybe I also wrong sometimes when I am doing it. See, it is very common to erase human. When you are doing with numbers, automatically mistake takes place. Put in 11s, 154 if I did not write, I wrote 164, then gone, no problem. So be attentive, very careful, with 100% concentration, understanding principle. If I don't understand these 5 as per whole, get how many ways you may do mistake you see. Everywhere you are walking on the thread, you are walking on the rope. There is every chance is there that you do mistake. And our language should be very properly understood. Than English, you have to have good highest comprehension skills here. There is no logic, there is no, you can say, I call it as numerical ability there in English. This is a comprehension, passage, wings, that all normal things. Here, you should be very careful in understanding. Total length, gulab jamun length is 5. Then, what about this length? How to calculate this? And then, this formula I should know. If I don't know this formula, wrong only, na? And if I don't know 2 semi-spheres is 4/3 pi r cube, they are also wrong. And I have to take proper common, proper simplification, and again into instead of plus or plus instead of into I did. Gone, what must? Everywhere you see how many like snake and ladder. You are into mass means you should be highly cautious and highly proactive. Then only you can survive. That's why you are not doing properly, because these requirements are not expected from any other subject except maths. You first understand this part. When you want to excel in this subject, you have to acquire these standards which cannot carry out. That's why from a school an average of 100 students are there, PCM will come to 20 only. 80 will not come to PCM. And in that 20, 1% will go to IITs or 1.01, and in that value, that demand, as I told you earlier also. That's why there is a demand for that. Because you are doing exclusively which others are not able to do. See, in this class, instead of other subjects, I can come. अगर आपको हिंदी पढ़ाना है मैं हिंदी पढ़ाऊंगा. देखो तुलसीदास ये दोहा बोले थे, आप वेबसाइट पढ़ाओ, मैं तो मैनेज करूंगा क्लास को. लेकिन इंग्लिश में मैनेज कर पाएंगे क्लास को. I will manage English also. I will manage physics also. I will manage chemistry also. Social also I taught 3 years for 9th and 10th. When Alka madam, you might be remembering. You are a very small student. I taught 9th and 10th board also for social studies. Because whatever I am doing is not possible to everybody. That's why I am on demand. But to acquire this demand, that's why I told you when I retire from here, I leave the job. I will kick away a lot of jobs every day. Because I know that I have a potential. I have enough demand with these many years of service and value. I have already acquired it. If I go for Gatchandur, I will go for exhibition class. Will you all come or not to me there? Or you go to your local some class? What is the mass tuition point? Some name I have heard. At Gatchandur, some name I heard. Instead of math, ISM. Instead of science and math, Indian School of Maths I have heard. So there you will go or you will come to me. Right or not? So why? Because there also I can have some at Gatchandra I will take house and morning first 1 to 12 I will teach there maths and I will get 50,000 also. For me, everything is possible. Why? Because I have done which is on demand. When I am studying also I have taken these things into value. I can become a principal also because other subjects cannot become naturally understanding. PE teachers, music teachers, they can become principals. See, this is what I need to say. What you want to become, there you have to put up hard work. With small children and all those things, because their life is that only. When you want to achieve something, you have to work hard and you have to put up efforts. There you got the benefit. I hope you got this question.
Yes, sir.
How to solve?
Yes, sir.
Now I think you are understanding what is my vision and what is my communication. Than earlier, when you are passing 2 years to me almost, but A section joined this year only. Last year B section already with me. So I hope you got it in these 2 months. If you take this essence properly, you will be with the best in your life. This is what my intention. After these many efforts, also you won't. I can't do anything with that. When you want to, sir, I will be at transport nagar only. So up to you. I cannot do anything with that. You want to write your fate one day, sir, I will be a street dog means why I should bother? I told him at least make a chai shop so that I can stop there while going and coming. Keep a kara shop, I will not come there. Boys, careful. At least you maintain some chai, samosa, nariyal, I will be able to come there. So that I see that okay, my student is here. Okay, there is a personal care to me. They will dust that place or place it and have it. That will be some value for me, special samosa, special chai, like that you can give. Kara means tire repair. Tada, I will not be more in touch with this. Plan yourself what to be done. I am specifying boys only. Thus, I don't want to comment on that because they will be different problems. Right? Okay, next question, shall I go? Are you clear with this? I left this for you, no problem. Na? Sir, you want this also means you have to know multiplication that all, you should know it. Na? Right? I'll go to next question now. Fourth question I'm explaining because they asked fourth also to me. Right? Let's see. But anyway, we have covered only one problem. Now time is reduced, this is a problem. With the net is also a lot of running. What to be done? Otherwise they can't see this also. They may see that there is no class going on. Okay. Say now I told you, in this you also to submit, no need of your record. And your records also there, previous column. Right? Are you clear? Try to submit by this week. At least this way. Array name is there na, so one page you can write the details also. Because you are saying the A4 paper, like only 3-4 papers distributed through like that. This one paper should be with your name, details also. Na keep. I should know who is this. Keep on title paper. Understood na?